vision into reality, it's a daily action. And one thing I've discovered about myself, and life is about self-discovery more than ever, is I knew this, but I really knew it this year. Like, I feel like I'm getting choked up about it. But the impact that I have, I'm gonna use all your words. The impact that I have, the impact that you have, is not some big stage. It's not graduation day. It's not the day the baby's born, okay? It's every moment of every day. That right now we know and we sense it, almost every structure in this world is being dismantled. Countries, religions, currency, education. So what that means is that you've never lived in a more, you're my wings. You've never lived in a more pivotal time than now. So just like you flipped a lot of what you've said, it can either look like a sacrifice or an opportunity. It depends on who you're doing it for. And so back to my point, is that individual conversations matter now more than ever. I pre-game everything, okay? So I choose the music that I listen to when I come on campus, you know? I wear shoes in a way on purpose. Like everything I do is on purpose. We think that purpose is purpose. Everything's on purpose. And I now, because of the program I'm in, I'm never taught so many courses online. I'm kind of an in-person kind of person. But now what that means is that when I leave comments and interact with students online, I go deep and I go personal in terms of if they write something, I gotta make sure I notice how they're writing, what they're talking about. All these things matter a lot. So that not only are you a leader, but you're a leader. That every little thing you do matters. And when you're working your part-time jobs, you can, and all your jobs, but the shift that you would make with that person, you may give them faith and hope in humanity just by smiling at someone. I call myself the mayor to come see, okay? I ride around on my bike, you know, and I make sure that I smile at everyone. And that when I need to be recharged, I make conscious decisions like I did to take a break from social, like I've done every part-time job there is. Like if you look at my CV, I've done until I'm done with it. I'm committed to St. Clair, I'm committed to students, I'm committed to my husband, I'm committed to my health, and everything else is in passing. And most of what you have is in passing. So when you write what's important to you, what you've written with this 5 whys is a combination of personal, but also global. So if you take these words and you write it and write them down, like everywhere. My fridge is just filled with words. I call it soul notes. Like I just want to like focus, just the word focus. Like even when I was getting all the grades in, I had this big picture on my computer that just said focus. Pausing for effect. Okay? So philanthropy, that alone is enough to keep you going. What SRC does, there are students that wouldn't be able to survive in my classroom without the help of SRC. A couple of years ago, I was teaching a course on wellness to 100 students. And every time before I teach, I'm sensitive to the needs of students. And I was teaching about obesity. And I know that's a really hot, painful topic for a lot of people right now. And I thought that was going to be tough. This was before the inflation on food. And it just erupted, this discussion, and it was pretty heated around food inequality. And how much, if I'm teaching about healthy food, but how many students and people, and this is where your sensitivity comes in, right? Well, it's real, can't afford food. And then somebody in the audience, bless her heart, helped me out. She put her hand up, she said, I accessed SRC's food bank. And so it's important that so much of what I do doesn't come from me, because I will be seen as the bad guy, because we look at how authority figures are seen these days, right? So the students started this incredible discussion about the food bank. And so it was important for them to see that it wasn't us versus them, that because of you, the philanthropy, I was able to do my job, she was able to study. So this is what, up here, this is what you're doing already. So whatever your word is, that can be your guiding light, okay? Yes, so become a leader so that you can make, by the way, these are like your roommates in college, right? These are your family members. This is